Actually, I'll start by filming this video first. Um, so I was about to shoot an ad, and you'll probably see this ad in the next few days. But last night, I was on Instagram just scrolling, and I saw from the wealth page or some other page, they showed Jake Paul's new property in Puerto Rico. And as a person who likes properties, I went on YouTube when I got after the gym, and I was just checking it out, and I'm like, how is this kid, um, just how did he just buy $16 million property, right? Um, I've never really consumed any of the Paul Burda's content, but um, something that I had understood kind of like came back to mind, right? And I actually wrote an email about this, which is the same thing that's making Mark Zuckerberg, Elon Musk, the guys who created Google, wealthy, creating trillions of dollars worth of value, is literally the same thing that's making Jake Paul or Logan Paul rich, right? And that thing is, they all have this thing in common, which is they own attention, right? The way that the let's say Mark Zuckerberg did it is he did it through code. He built a platform and allowed people to come on the platform, and now he owns everyone's attention who was on that platform. But the way that a YouTuber like Jay Paul did it is he created content on which people sit, which sitting on the content is literally just consuming the content, right? So Mark Zuckerberg owns 2 billion, two something billion worth of people's attention. Jake Paul owns 20 million he has like 20 million subscribers, right? And if you really look at this thing, it's like the way that you create wealth in 2023 is simply figure out a way to either code and build something that people can kind of like create communities on, or create the thing that they consume and spend time on, right? But if you want to make it unreasonable for your business not to scale, um, I think most people think that the traditional way of scaling is let's spend money on ads or let's do a bunch of outreach and things like that. That's great. But I personally believe that there's nothing that is going to give you as much value and as much scale, exponential scale, as creating either code or media that people consume. You can spend money, but even when you're spending money on ads, you're not getting an infinite return on ads, right? The only people getting an infinite returns on ad spend is Mark Zuckerberg because he already owns the attention. You don't. So yeah, my number one advice to build a multiple seven-figure, eight-figure company, nine-figure company in 2023 in today's day and age is to do it through um, the easiest path. For I wouldn't say it's easy. I know a lot of people are shy or afraid to be judged, so content may not necessarily be the answer. But I believe, or at least for me, the way that I've personally won is from uh, following this path because I don't know how to code, but it's pretty easy to get in front of a camera and just be myself, right? It's literally get in front of a camera and just say what you have to say, teach people, educate them, and you can create tremendous amount of wealth, right? But the key thing in 2023 is own attention. Own attention. Every time you wake up, ask, hey, what can I give people so they pay me attention? Because attention, because I wrote a training today about this. I said that attention, I know a lot of people say, oh, attention is the new oil, but I actually believe attention is, by comparing attention to oil, you're actually doing a disservice to attention. Because without attention, nothing happens. Oil, for it to be kind of like to become a utility, you have to leverage a car, you have to leverage these other things, you have to convert it into something. And if you're not using these other objects, oil actually becomes useless. But attention does not need to be converted in order for it to become valuable, right? It's like you need it for anything. You want to buy food, you need someone's attention. You need to be able to buy their attention so they can go and spend it getting you the food. You need someone to buy your program. You need to be able to capture their attention so they can actually even pay you money, right? But it's like attention is like the nucleus of transaction. It's like for anything to happen, attention has to be paid. So if you own it, you're good to go. So own attention and change your life.